So to jump into the producer, this is Le Rocailles, and coming from an area in the east of France called the Savoie. The Savoie is famous for being the place that everyone goes to ski if you're French. And this is a grape variety called Mondeuse. Mondeuse really is only found in the Savoie. And the Savoie is unique in that it isn't connected to any major bodies of water, like an ocean or a river. And so exporting these wines was almost unheard of up until 20 years ago, which means that if you were a local or a tourist, you would drink these wines when you went there, and then you'd never see them again. But it's tourism that has kept this wine, the wine industry in the Savoie, alive and flourishing. It's a tiny region too, so it's not like these wines are going all over. They're not found in abundance, but when you do find them, the quality is outrageous, especially for the price. These wines generally retail for under $30. I think this one sits right at $20, $21. And these wines are described as having anywhere from strawberry fruit to like blueberry, blackberry. They can be gamey, have a little bit of that iron, bloody-like quality. The tannin structure is like kind of at a medium plus, so kind of on par with like a Pinot Noir from France. And then it can be super spicy, like black pepper, white pepper. It's essentially a phenomenal alternative to Syrah, and for like a third of the price. So this in particular, when you smell this, it has a little bit of that gaminess. I've had this open, by the way, for about a day and a half, and it just keeps getting better and better and better. So a little bit of violet, that blueberry, blackberry, and gaminess. You definitely get pepper. Oh, yeah. This is everything that I want in a winter time wine, especially because it isn't heavy. This clocks in at 12% alcohol. So it's incredibly light-bodied. You know, full-bodied wines kind of come in like this, right? And then we think, oh yeah, light-bodied wines are very dainty. This could not be further from the truth with this wine. This is a incredibly well-balanced wine. It's got great tannic structure. The acidity, my mouth is watering. And because this is a wine that is grown in the Savoie, so you're kind of in the pre-Alps, high altitude, think about the cuisine. You're doing fondues, you're doing heavy cheeses, you're doing sausages, braised meats. All of that, you don't need something, all of that kind of food, you don't need a wine that matches the intensity. You can actually have a wine that kind of drops down and it actually becomes very complementary. So you're not having fat on fat. You're having this rich dish with this great acidity from the wine. That combo, perfect every time. The winemaker is what we call sustainable. So because the weather is really intense up there, right? Sometimes if they have to spray chemicals, they will. But if you are sourcing wine from a great producer like this, they're very restrained in how they do it. It's only in the most extreme needs that they would do something outside of an organic or biodynamic decision. And yeah, every time I see one of these wines on the list, or I see them in a retail shop, I will reach for Mondeuse before Pinot and Syrah most of the time, because again, no one's ever heard of them before, and they so over deliver. It's such a fun surprise. So I hope you enjoy these wines as much as I do. This is the perfect wine to drink all year round, but they sing during the winter time. Cheers.